What's up guys, welcome back to another guide, and today I'm going to be showing you basically every single method to make money while AFK. What I mean by AFK is either you're sitting in an AFK pool, you're offline, or just things that you should be doing every day. By the way, if I get anything in this video wrong at all, it'll probably be in the comment section, so go check that out. Let's waste no more time and get straight into the guide. First, we're going to start by showing you how to build an AFK pool. Building an AFK pool is super easy, although I don't know how to build one off the top of my head. So watch me try to figure out how to build one on my island in this time lapse. As you can see here, I figured out how to build one in like under a minute, and it's very easy. First, build walls around a 9x9 area, then make a pillar going through the middle. Put one slab in a corner, and to the right on the pillar add a sign. Look at this sign. This is a very nice sign. Then you just place the water on one of these blocks here, and if you can't figure it out, I really can't help you. Just like, here it is. Just copy it, or something. The first actual method of making money while AFK is going to be in the garden. If you don't have the garden unlocked for some reason, you have to talk to this fella over here, then warp to garden, and it kicked me. Anyway, if you already have that unlocked, you can do /warp garden. Okay, I got kicked. I love this game. After getting random error messages for like 5 minutes straight, I'm finally back, and as I was saying, if you already have the garden unlocked, you can simply do /warp garden. And then boom, you're there. In the garden, there are two main things I want to talk about, and you can see them both on my screen right now. The composter and the visitors. Usually there's more than one, but I was just doing them earlier. Anyway, let's start off with the composter. The composter dumbed down is basically putting crops inside of it, putting fuel inside of it, letting it run, and then getting compost. Compost isn't worth that much, but if you get enough of it, it'll eventually add up. However, right off the bat, the composter it's pretty bad. So if you go to composter upgrades, you can see all these upgrades that you can unlock, which will make it much more profitable and efficient. However, these upgrades do cost copper. If you don't know what copper is, basically, you get them from visitors, which is my next point. Visitors will spawn in, I think, every 12 minutes, and if you're actually farming out there, they'll spawn in a lot sooner. The best part about visitors is that they spawn offline as well. At least most of the time. I don't know, sometimes it didn't for me, but could just be a bug. When you click on a visitor, you can see their offer. My mod, Not Enough Updates, tells me how much it would cost to give them the items that they want and how much I would receive in return. This offer is not too good. I don't get as much farming XP, garden XP, or copper as visitors usually give. The farming XP from visitors really adds up. I barely farmed a day in my life and I'm already farming level 37, which is actually pretty insane. The main point of these visitors though is the copper. Oh, and also, depending on the visitor, they can offer other items as well, such as a jungle key, and there's even a chance to get items like overgrown grass, which can sell for 48 million coins, so it is always worth it to check your visitors even if you have to deny their offer. Anyway, with this copper, you can go to the Sky Mart and Farming Essentials and buy items if you want profit, or you can go over to the composter, go over to upgrades, and upgrade as you please. I'm pretty sure the best crops to insert into the composter are seeds, like enchanted seeds or something. There will probably be some farming experts in the comments, so make sure to look at that. And for the fuel, you can put in biofuel or oil barrels. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter that much. But doing visitors is completely overpowered, especially if you don't want to actually farm, just like me. Moving on to something similar, we have the forge. The forge kind of works in the same way that the composter did. And what I mean by this is that there is an upgrade to it, which will significantly make you more profit and improve your efficiency. The upgrade isn't as necessary as it is on the composter, but it'll definitely increase your efficiency a ton, and it's pretty easy to unlock. Anyway, heading over to the forger, if you click on him, you have different slots unlocked depending on how far you progressed in the heart of the mountain. Now you can either choose refining ores or item casting. You can unlock different recipes through collection levels or heart of the mountain tiers. Same goes with item casting. I'm not sure if every item here makes profit, but finding out which ones do is actually pretty simple. Let me choose a random one, like refined diamond. To make a refined diamond, it's going to last around 8 hours, which if you upgraded it by the way, would be significantly less, and it's going to require 2 enchanted diamond blocks. Each enchanted diamond block will cost around 200k, meaning 400k total, and once it's finished, it can sell for 700k. Now, I don't actually use the forge, so I don't know the best flips. You may want to check the comments for that. But that's literally the first one that I checked, and it's profit. And it's AFK, and it's easy. Also, I'm sure that the higher demand of the item it is, and the longer it takes to forge, will indicate how much profit you actually make from that item. The forge is definitely worth checking out, and I know people who are making over 20 million per day in passive money alone from the forge. However, I'm pretty sure they're making new update items, so that might not be applicable to you, but anyway, I think we spent enough time here, so let's move on. Minions. Oh wow, who would have guessed? Minions for making passive money? I know, right? I'm not going to go over this too much because it's basically common sense, and also I have a video about that, so go check that out. But what I will tell you is if you have a setup like this slime minion setup right here, and if you have an AFK pool like the one I showed you how to build, then there are some pets you might want to check out, like this magma cube. A level 100 magma cube, epic or legendary, will make your slime minions work 30% faster while you're on your island. There's basically one of these pets for every minion, so make sure to go check that out. There are also minion setups that involve an AFK pool, such as crazy expensive flower minion setups that have like water flowing down, breaking the flowers into hoppers and stuff. It's pretty complicated, I won't go over it. You can research that on your own time, I guess. I'm too lazy to. Something I previously thought was absolutely useless and I used to throw into the void are, guess what, you'll never guess it, are bottles of gyre, if that's how you pronounce it. These bottles are obtained through gifts, and also you can buy them straight off the auction house. But they're kind of expensive right now, and I assume whenever Jerry's workshop opens up, they become dirt cheap. Like, I used to just throw them into the void, and I still will, so you can definitely find a plug for these and just fill up a couple of double chests or something. What makes these so good is that if you just keep this bottle in your inventory, it'll gain 1 intelligence point every 60 minutes. Once you reach 300 intelligence points, which again, you get by doing absolutely nothing, the bottle evolves. This evolved bottle, the refined bottle of gyre, can sell for upwards of 2.5 million coins in the bazaar. Now multiply that by your entire inventory or however much you can fit in there, and that's a lot of profit. So that's pretty cool. But you know what's not pretty cool? Booster cookies. A lot of people buy booster cookies and might assume that eventually, through bits, they'll make their money back. But that's where they're wrong. Basically, how booster cookies work is that by just being online, you get bits. Each booster cookie gives a certain amount of bits per what fame rank you are. When you start out in the game, and you haven't upgraded your fame rank at all, you'll basically be losing like over 2 million coins per cookie. The way you increase your fame rank is by spending bits and gems. I happen to spend a lot of gems and bits, which makes my fame rank really high, which in turn gives me more bits per cookie, and I actually either break even or make profit with each cookie. However, the average player will not. They will lose money every cookie. So just keep that in mind before you AFK, don't stockpile on cookies, and assume that you're going to make the money back through bits, as the average player who does not play to win will not make their money back. Heading over to the newly revamped, whatever building this is called, we have Cat. You may already know what Cat does, but basically you put your pet in there, you give Cat some coins, and after a certain amount of time your pet will be upgraded a rarity. However, you can actually flip pets doing this by buying one off the auction house, giving it to Cat, and then reselling it once you upgraded the rarity. I found a pretty cool website for finding cat flips. It's this one right here, and it's free for some reason, although there is a paid version to it, but I wouldn't worry about that. Alternatively, if that website's not working, you can probably just do some research and do some math and find a good flip. I don't know. Heading over to the bank, we have interest. Interest doesn't make you a lot of money, I will just put it out there, and it requires you to have a lot of money to even make a considerable amount back. However, the best part about this in my opinion is that it shows you when the next interest will be. For mine, my next interest is in 27 hours, so I'll make sure to have as much money in there as possible, but not filling my bank to the brim with cash, because then you can't earn anything. And then you can simply take it out and wait till the next interest and do what you want. The next things I'm going to mention aren't really AFK, but they're definitely worth mentioning, and I don't know where else I would mention them besides in this video, so let's get to it. This thing right here, this should be your best friend until you're enchanting 60. If you're not already enchanting level 10 or higher, you can get that by just going near the librarian and enchanting some tools or something until you get it. But basically, you want to be doing this every day. And it's very helpful if you have mods for this, such as solvers, as they make your experience so much easier, and it makes making money a whole lot easier as well. The amount of enchanting XP this table gives is insane. It's so insane that it's worth buying a level 1 Mythic Guardian and leveling it up to level 100. This will make you a few million coins each time, and it's super easy to do. It's also really quick. It becomes more efficient the higher enchanting level you are, because then you unlock higher level add-ons and higher level super pairs. In the highest level super pairs, you can make hundreds of millions of coins if you're lucky, but that's kind of hard to do. However, you will make profit most of the time. So please, just please do your experimentation table. Even if you maxed out enchanting level, it could be worth it for you just to do it for the profit. Anyway, reverse NPC flips. I've talked about this in my how to make your first 10 million coins video, so make sure to check that out because that's basically free money every day and it's super useful early game. However, I'm going to show you one that's useful for mid to late game, so follow me to the Crimson Isle. Then, take my pathing. Now we've made it to this little shop over here, and I'm going to show you a good flip. Also keep in mind, you may be required to have reputation, and there's a whole Crimson Isle questline and stuff, and there's reputation over there, which you should be getting into anyway, so you might as well do it if you haven't already. And then at some point, you'll unlock the Grand Experience bottle if it's not already unlocked by default. Each Grand Experience bottle costs 4,000 coins, and my mod here shows me that I can sell it on the bazaar for 5.1k coins, or set up a sell offer for 5.3k coins. So what you want to do is right click it, and then buy as many stacks as you can. Then just simply sell your inventory now, and you just made a ton of profit in basically no time at all. You should be doing this every day if you have this unlocked. It's literally the freest money in the entire game. This last method is kind of stupid, but I thought I'd throw it in there just to help the players who are struggling in early game. We're going to be going to the Dragon's Nest, in the Ender Island of course. Here, we're literally just going to AFK and wait for a dragon to spawn. Stay with me now. And once this dragon spawns, we're not going to worry about damaging them. Instead, we're going to be worrying about the crystals that spawn around the island. Each crystal broken is a crystal fragment, and each crystal frag sells for around 150k coins. And if no one's paying attention, you can pretty much get all of the crystals for free. Okay, server reboot, this game hates me. Anyway, to wrap this up, the crystals will spawn in locations like this, pretty high up. So you're going to need an aspect of the end or a bow or somewhere to get to these, but all you have to do is shoot one arrow into it or just break it with your sword and you get the crystal. That's it for today's video. If you need any further help, make sure to join the Discord, link in the description down below, or consider becoming a channel member because channel members get personalized lowballing, flipping, and progression help from me and my co-op. You also are a very cool person if you're a channel member. Oh, okay. See you in the next one, and also check out my guide on how to make your first 100 mil. Peace.